focus. First, you must have keep a clean sheet. Be professional and keep a clean sheet against this team. Here comes Cayon again, number 2.
Robert slides across the goal mouth. Player is there. The security forces clears on the second try. Fouled in the process. So says Shanda Wilkinson.
Yeah, the first objective is to keep a clean sheet. Be professional, keep a clean sheet, because you can't get overjoyed and leave your back line, your back door open. But keep a clean sheet and put away the game as early as possible. Build an unassailable lead as early as possible and put away the game.
Then it gives the coaches chances to tinker with the bench to make sure he blood some players, feel some players. Yeah. Here comes the coach forces trying to speed on the right flank.
But it takes some discipline to do it, because you weak at the opposition, you tend to be selfish, play for yourself. And
Solent giving the ball to Cayon. Cayon controlling now. Jefferson slides it forward. Vince is onside this time. The keeper comes out. Keeper has the advantage here. He clears. Pigot picks up. Pigot tries to go to the left side, trying to find Jeffries. Jeffries and Roberts are having a meeting. Roberts. 22 Weeks. Weeks loses it out to number 13 player. Gives it away. Weeks and Huggins combine. Huggins goes away with it. Finds Jeffers. Jeffers, Huggins, Jeffers, Huggins. Finally, Weeks gets it on the right flank. Knocks it into Duncan. Duncan gives the third man running Weeks down the flank. He comes back on his stronger foot. Goes on the inside. Finds no one but Bork. Bork controls. Then Bork tries to go to the right side. Matthew momentarily won it. Bork recovers. Gives it up to his right wing. Stolen by Archibald. Given to Matthew down the left flank. Matthew touch. 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch. Fancy footwork. Trying to get on the man. Can he get on the corner? Goes on the corner, but the ball knocked away for a goal kick.
Yes, Matthew, who started out on the right wing, making that switch that you were mentioning before, Al. But he started out on the right wing and he's now over on the left.
This is how they usually play. They play opposites.
Yeah.
The left foot on the right side and the right foot on the left side.
But you did say at the beginning that you weren't seeing the opposite.
I wasn't seeing the opposite, and then they did it for me. But here comes Weeks down the right flank, touches past the man, looks up, he can cross, does so now. Plays there, a shot comes in, he misses the shot, just barely scuffs it. Is the man Nelson.
Well, the way Cayon are playing, I won't give them no more than 4 goals in the first half, but they should get at least 6 in the first half.
No, they wouldn't get that much.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They should get 6, but they're not seeing it.
Missing out. Huggins cleans up. Duncan. Jeffers. Slides it forward. Nelson. Nelson is onside. Nelson slips it in the goal. Number 3. Second for Nelson.
That was well taken. He got into position and he had to do all the hard work still. Got around the goalkeeper. He kept his composure, kept his calm, and just slide it past the goalkeeper. Very well done. Very good technique indeed. Well done by Vince to give him his second goal for tonight. So very good going by the youngster. So Cayon leading this encounter 3-0. So they have Cayon now has a 3-goal advantage and a 1-man advantage. Well, and can they build on this?
You were urging them on to get lots more by half time.
Well, yes, and they should. They should. When you meet a team like this, you should do that. I said they should score at least 6 goals. They're at 3 now. But security forces seem to have gotten in their own as far as going forward is concerned. They've gotten in some good shooting position. But Cayon.
Here they come again. Vince, 1-on-1 with Pigot. Vince trying to get around Pigot. Pigot tangling him up. Vince, ball knocked away eventually. Corner. Corner number 7 for Cayon.
Number 7 just shows you pressure.
3 goals, 7 corners.
Yeah.
Shows the pressure indeed.
And gives you an idea how much pressure that here comes a short corner. It comes across to pick up the goal, but defended well there by security forces, and they're going to come out with the ball. Right, they're losing the ball.
Roberts going forward. Knocked away momentarily. Roberts trying to get around the man. Roberts trying to go in, but Nisbet clears. Roberts, the right back, reaching right up and creating a scare. Could have been number 4. Here comes Burke. Burke twists and turns. Eventually gives it to Phillips. Phillips clear. Goes upfield. Ball knocked away one of his own men. Cayon goes forward with Huggins. Strong tackle coming in from that player, Francis. Francis, no nonsense kind of guy. Cayon taking it easy. Jeffers goes into the middle of the field, finds Duncan. Duncan knocks it back to Jeffers. Jeffers scuffs it with the heel. Then he goes squarish to Galloway. Galloway knocks it back to Duncan. Duncan goes to the left side, finds overlapping Archibald. Archibald gives it to Matthew. Matthew turns his man. Matthew has a chance to cross. Instead, he drops it off to Archibald. Archibald feeds Matthew. Matthew's in. Matthew's in the box. Matthew shoots across the goal mouth. And a knock in there by Weeks. In the 6-yard box. Number 4. In about the 48th minute.
Oh. This is a demolition job by Cayon. Really destroying security forces. Security forces, as I said, they're coming off a 10-goal demolition from Village Super, the defending champion. And now, before halftime, they already conceded 4 goals so far without any answer. I remember they are 1 man down after a player was red carded. So they are playing with 10 men and they're 4 goals down. Not very good signs for security forces.
It was a breakaway play. The man chipped NEWSLINE Nelson. I think his surname is John. In the background we hear the announcement of the goal. I see a big clearance into the cricket section.
Well, we're gonna have a cricket score tonight. I mean, they've already been hit for 4. So we're sure we'll have some cricket scores tonight.
Here they come again, Cayon, running amok up against the security forces team. They use their defense all the way across. Then into Duncan. Duncan is onside. There's space in front of him. He goes to the right side, finds Nelson. Nelson cradles it. Nelson comes to the right side, gives it up to Weeks. Weeks looking for his left foot shot. Shows that goal. The ball blocked momentarily by Burke and then fell to Nisbet for easy take.
Well, the coach, the Xavier Weeks, his father will be proud of him. His father, the coach of Cayon Rockets, will be proud of him with those moves, but not with the finish at all. Could have been done better. He should have been looking to nutmeg the defensive player there.
He was trying to go to his strong left side, and the player didn't move, didn't give him any inch on the left side. Knocking his one in the fence is Cayon. Jeffers, Huggins, Hendrickson, Jeffers. Strong down the left side. Archibald knocks forward. Matthew is offside.
Yes, Matthew a bit anxious there. Didn't hold his run long enough. Didn't time his run good enough and was called offside. So Cayon really looking good tonight. They're on a rampage tonight. As well as they might, they're coming up against a weak opposition. And when you meet a weak opposition, you should be ruthless, Al. Score as many goals as possible so you send a message to the rest teams.
There's a song that goes, anything you can do, I can do it better.
well, yes, and they have a chance.
That's the message that should be sending to the village team.
Village superstars, of course, yes. Be ruthless anytime you get in front of goal.
Here's Archibald. Getting on his man, giving it back to Matthew. Matthew. They're taking it one day at a time. As a team with 4 up. Long ball come forward. Vince is onside. Vince is clear. Going goalwards. In control. Shot comes in. No, shot goes wide. In fact, it was nicked by Burke.
So Weeks is going to be very disappointed. Weeks was on mark on the far side. Unfortunately, Vince went for goal. And they have to settle for a corner kick. So let's see if they can redeem themselves and get something out of this. So Cayon leading this encounter 4-0. In the earlier match tonight, you had Newtown breaking the run of Old Road. Old Road had a three match unbeaten run. They had 2 wins and a drawn game. But here comes the corner kick taken by Cayon, but easily headed away. Yes.
Headed away by Piggott. Picked up in the midfield by security forces. They go square, finds Vandel Phillips. He controls, tries to turn his man now. Tackle coming in from Weeks. He clears to get away, but gives it to Matthew. Matthew finds Nelson onside. Matthew slides it through to Weeks. Weeks chips the man, gets on the man, turns back to his Weeks. He's strong for sends it goal one, but well read by Nisbet.
Why did Weeks go for it himself? There was a player coming down on his left al.
He always want to go to that strong left foot. And I think the security forces are aware of this. Cross comes in from security forces. Read well by the Cayon defense. And give him back to the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper rolls it out to Roberts in the number 5 slot. Roberts, Huggins, Roberts, Jeffers, Duncan. Felix one way, then goes to the left. Archibald is onside, I'm sure of this. He has room, he has space. Trying to get on the man, trying to go on the corner. The ball knocked onto him, he recovers, goes into the middle, finds Duncan. Duncan tries a volley. Good idea, poor execution. The ball rolls aimlessly into touch for a goal kick.
Yes, as indicated, there is 4 minutes of stoppage time.
I think it's just 1 minute.
One?
Just 1 minute, I think it was.
Well, 1 minute of stoppage time, so Cayon have fallen 2 goals short of a landmark which I are looking for them to set. Yeah, I said
2 goals short of Coach Watts' landmark.
Yeah, yes. I mean, 6 goals were being good against his opposition, and they had it, but again they started playing a bit selfishly. But here goes the whistle. Whistle for half time. Cayon 4, security forces 0, and they're down 1 man. So players now going to the dressing room.
Yeah, the players head to the dressing room, but we head to Master Control and we're back for the halftime show.
Coming up is the Premier League Live halftime show.
My name is Akira Newman. I am the director of City Wi-Fi. I'm here to announce to the general public that we have a promotion running from the 1st of October to the 31st of October. This promotion will be as a COVID-19 relief, our response, as we have responded before during the pandemic. In the lockdown season, we are out serving our customers. Now we introduce our over and beyond promotion. No installation, no deposit, no setup cost. All you pay is the package that you choose. So if you choose the 30 megs package, which is $143 per month, that's all you pay. City Wi-Fi is here for you.
It's the new and improved SK NEWSLINE Android mobile app. With the SK NEWSLINE app, you can watch your news reports, the SK NEWSLINE newscast, sports, special features, and so much more. You can also send us a WhatsApp or call us directly. Go in the Google Play Store, search SK NEWSLINE, and download the app today. The SK NEWSLINE mobile app. News on the go.
Banners, commercial signs, decal printing, canvas prints, license plates, posters. We at Multigraphics are dedicated to providing quality products and service to our customers. Our team takes pride in the craftsmanship and is passionate about its work. Every job, large or small, is important. Most of our customers come to us through referrals. That's because our #1 priority is service. We serve a wide variety of customers, such as restaurants, retail stores, manufacturers, trucking companies, and many more. Our capabilities include design, production, and installation. How can we help? We are located at Bird Rock at the Woods Ride compound. Call us at 869-763-1511 or 784-491-7599. Multigraphics.
KVK Enterprises at Boyd's Housing Development, Trinity Parish, St. Kitts. For all your t-shirt printing, banners and signs, promotional products, shipping, motivational speeches, computer classes, agro-processing, art and craft, and desktop publishing. Come to KVK Enterprises at Boyd's Housing Development, Trinity, St. Kitts. Telephone 661-0118 or 765-7270. Email drkhrystus@kvklives.com or visit www.kvklives.com. KVK Enterprises. Football is back at SK Newsline, and the Voice of the Caribbean Radio are bringing live coverage with Premier League Live. Watch and listen to live football coverage on Saturdays at 7 p.m., Sundays at 6 p.m., and midweek games on Mondays or Fridays at 8 p.m. Games will be broadcast on SK Newsline and the SKNFA Facebook pages and Voice of the Caribbean Radio at voiceofthecaribbean.net. It's Premier League Live. Commentary, analysis, action. Never miss a game. This is the Premier League Live Halftime Show.
Well, good evening again, once again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Halftime Show. I have with me the man LeSean Dixon, who he had the cool seat. He was just sitting back taking notes, copious notes. But before we get into the analysis by LeSean Dixon and chatting some more football, I really want to choose this opportunity to tell you about the under 15 and under 13 competition being played. We call this SKNFA Youth Competition. Under 13, in the under 13 competition last week, Ramsville Superstars defeated Cayon 4-0. Electrofab Sandy Point was a no-show against Newtown, and New Generation Garden Hotspurs really defeated Depbe 10-0. Also in the under 13, Strikers, St. Thomas Trinity Strikers defeated Molineux 3-1. And in the Atiba Harris under 15, again, Village were victors over Cayon, this time 4-2. And Garden Hotspurs defeated Depbe again, but not by such a wide margin. It was 4-1. And what you know, Bath United out of Nevis ended up in a drawn game with St. Paul's. Those were some of the results that's coming in from that competition. It continues this weekend, and I'll just tell you some of the matches that's on tap. On Saturday coming, Saturday 17th at 10 o'clock, it will be Sandy Point versus Garden Hotspurs. At 11:30, St. Paul's versus Newtown. At 12, Depbe versus St. Thomas Trinity Strikers. Bath will come now to take on Village. Molineux will play against Cayon, and St. Peter's against Sol Island Connery. That's in the under 13. Then in the under 15, 11:30, Sunny Point, Garden Hotspurs. I think the matches are really repeated at both levels. So you'll see similarities there, except that some teams only have under 13 teams. Hosford, St. Paul's, and Escave Newtown. Depbe and St. Thomas Trinity Strikers. Ramsville Superstars and Bath. Molineux and Flow 4G Cayon Rockets. Those are the matches on top. All matches between 10 and 2 p.m. tomorrow at the Sandy Point Recreation Ground. So it's an invitation for you to go to see the youngsters. They are under 13, they are under 15. They need as much support as they can give them, especially the under 13s. They are rather young and trying to make their way into this football world. So let's go now to analysis of what happened tonight. So far, Cayon is leading 4-0, a 10-man security team. LeSean, what do you make of it?
Well, dominant Flow 4G Cayon Rockets as expected. 4-0. It should have been much more, as what's have been saying. It should have been at least six goals to Cayon.
Vince Wright Nelson has been a catalyst for Cayon at the top. He has had 2 goals so far, a free kick and 1 from open play. Me and Al Richards has been discussing, saying that tonight would be a good night for Vince Wright to really take charge in the Golden Boot race, as currently he's tied with Cayon Hanley. So tonight would be a good time for him to take charge and really put some distance between him and Hanley going forward in the Premier Division.
Well, Hanley had 3 goals against the same opposition.
Yes.
To boost his tally.
Yes.
So it's all for Nelson. But I noticed that at the start of the game and throughout for much of the first half, security forces constantly fouled the Cayon players. Do you think that was a strategy?
Well, yes, I definitely think so, especially earlier on in the first half. It was strategy for them to be a bit physical with the Cayon attackers. One of the fouls led to a free kick which Vince took advantage of. But whether that tactic would be good going forward, seeing that they're down to 10 men, is up for security forces to determine, and for Cayon to find a way around that.
Well, I want to bring out your opinion, because probably the second time he was fouled, he's given sort of indication that he wanted to come off. Should your talisman come off in a game like this and allow some other player to play after having scored 2 goals in the first half, or should he continue and just try to rack up his individual tally?
Well, if there's a concern regarding an injury, whether it's a niggle or a serious injury, consideration should be made to him coming off. But him being in and a flat pitch using a cricket toe, you'd always want him to go on and get goals, because as a striker, you'd always want your striker to be confident and informed and scoring regardless of the opposition.
One very good chance fell to security forces in the person of Lesbert Jeffries. What do you make of that?
Well, I think that they should take every opportunity that comes their way. In a game like this, they won't get much chances, and as we've been saying in the weeks leading up, 1 goal is very significant to these teams at the bottom, and security forces with an 8-goal deficit last week would want to ensure that this week they keep it in the park. They wouldn't want to be hit for 4 or 6 for a second week running.
Last week I had Mr. Richards and Mr. Watts. I put them on the spot and asked them, who do they think will be the 2 teams joining what we consider the top 4 who are safe into the final 6? And they were stuttering and nervous. So I'm going to put you in the same spot. Who do you think will join the top 4 to make it into the top 6 for the playoffs?
Well, we are believing that the top 4 is already safe in the 6.
Statistically, yes.
Yeah, okay. Well, I believe.
Well, after tonight, becoming McCann is in the 4th spot.
Yes.
And after winning tonight, they'll go up to 37 points.
Yes.
And each team only have about 6 more games.
I believe St. Peter's would be the 5th team, and the 6th team, I want it to be Sadlers, given that that's basically my 2nd team. Me and Junique are basically very, very close friends, so I want Sadlers to be the 6th team. But one team I think we should keep our eye on is Old Road, who up until tonight they were on a 3-game winning streak. They look good, but they lost to Newtown tonight, which had dealt them a blow. I think that's a team to keep the eye on, but I do believe the 6th place will go to Sadlers. I think Sadlers will qualify for the first playoffs in the SKNFA Premier Division.
They had it from LeSean Dixon giving an analysis, and his opinion, which is quite varied from the other 2 persons as well as myself. But we'll get ready for commentary in the second half, looking to see if these guys can get the 1 goal, even to make a difference in their goal tally, or will Cayon pump it up, as we would say. Let's go back to Master Control. In a few minutes, we'll come back with live commentary.
This is the Premier League Live Halftime Show.
Well, we're getting set for second half action with Cayon already up 2-0. We have some interesting information at halftime. A fancy pass off from Duncan. Settling now is Cayon. Jeffers receives from Archibald, goes over to Huggins. Huggins going forward, then square. Then Jeffers into Nelson. Nelson going to the ground, loses his balance momentarily. Then loses the ball to John. Foul. Referee says foul.
Foul says referee. The score remains on 4-0 in favor of Cayon. A 4-goal advantage and a 1-man advantage is Cayon. Let's see if they can add to that advantage and really send a message to Village Superstars and the rest of the competition.
Not just Village Superstars, but also the 2 and 3 spots, because the higher up you go in the top 6, it is a bit easier in terms of your competition, your final 6 competition in terms of the calendar. Here comes a big long ball from Archibald. There's no one there. Vince is not there. The number 10 in the number 9 slot was falling back and allowed security forces in their defense. Pigot to control things behind. Now the big long ball comes security forces, and only as far as Cayon. Playing with danger there. Passing it out close to the position, and he's way offside. That's Duncan. Making the run way too early, Watts.
We left the modern game out playing the ball out from the back, and it may look dangerous, but
there's a safe way to do it. We normally say inside, outside. If you're inside, don't pass the ball inside, you go on the outside. And that was inside, asking for trouble.
You have
Big
to know.
ball.
Yeah. The point thing is to know when to do it.
Correct. And how.
Yes. So Cayon still with that lead.
Here's Pigot heading away. Probably fouling Duncan in the process. So says Shandar Wilkinson. Pigot claiming innocence. Taken quickly by Cayon. Side forward by Nelson. There's a free man on the left side. That's Weeks. Has some space. Touches. Fakes. Comes on the inside, then goes on the outside. Has a cross. Slips the cross. Cleared by John. Only as far as Robertson. Not yet out of the woods. Not yet out of danger. Roberts picks it up. Roberts has Weeks in attendance. He tries to beat the man and doesn't succeed. Recovers well to be challenging. Has the man in front of him now. Forces him back. That's Francis. Francis is looking for help in Daniel in Buck. Doesn't get through. Throw in. Buck is the only man reading it. He shadows it, allows it to go to Nisbet in goal. Nisbet goes big downfield. Only as far as Hendrickson. Play the one with the ball. This is what I'm talking about. Here comes security forces. Looking for a shot. Goes to the far side across to Jeffries. Jeffries control after some 3 touches. Looking to get around to cross it again. Does so now. Clearance by Galloway. Only as far as Matthew. Matthew down the left flank. Turns back. Sees Archibald. Vince Archibald. Archibald takes 2 touches and slides it forward to find Huggins. Huggins goes down the left flank. Matthew is onside. He goes across the field. Is an attempt, but that ball rolls aimlessly in front of him for a goal kick to security forces.
I guess he was looking for that release ball that would have put Vince up, Nelson into space, but unfortunately he used his right foot and the ball slide off the outside of his right boot and went the opposite direction, which is intended to it to go.
The disadvantage of opposites. Here is security forces trying to make their way downfield. Strongly tackled from Cayon. A little physical battle. Going forward, eventually robbed by Cayon. Jeffers. Nelson under pressure. Loses out to Francis. Francis goes downfield, but only Roberts is there. Roberts gives it up to Hendrickson. Hendrick gives it to Burke. Burke gives it to Archibald. Possession won and lost. Burke gets it back. Burke tries a shot at goal, but Harris is there. Easy take. Rolls it out to Hendrickson. Hendrickson goes big upfield, finds Nelson. Nelson controls. Nelson turns. Nelson passes. Jeffers. Jeffers go down to the right side trying to find Weeks. Under pressure from Burke. Then Piggott takes over. Piggott, Francis on a second attempt, but gives it away nonetheless. Jeffers, Huggins, Duncan. Duncan fakes. Then sends it to the right side, trying to find Vilsroy and Nelson. Nelson cradles. Nelson is under control. He controls it now. Under pressure. Man playing from behind. Sends it to the far post, trying to find Duncan. Headed away by the defense. Piggott gets some help from his other defender. Gives it to Nisbet. Solane is the man helping out. Came all the way back. Hendrickson nods away, finds Jeffers. Jeffers fakes one way, then comes a few. Cross the half mark now. Sends the man forward. Piggott remains strong. Ball knocked down in midfield. A ground battle. Duncan wins it. Duncan slides it through. Cleared. Blocked and then cleared. But only as far as Archibald was overlapped. He goes down a nice splitting pass for Matthew. Matthew can get in the box. And second touch, he gets into the box. Matthew looking for a shot of his own. Cleared by Piggott. Solane gives it back to Piggott. Piggott goes big downfield. In the middle finds Hendricks. Hendricks goes forward, finds Duncan. Duncan square to Jeffers. Jeffers slides to Duncan. Duncan is onside. Will get there first. Duncan messes it up and sends it into touch for a goal kick.
Not a very good chance for Cayon. Well, the goalkeeper read the play very well, came out and averted what could have been another goal for Cayon. A player is down for security forces. Referee is indicating that he should get some medical assistance. Now he goes off the field, so play will be resumed. So Cayon 4-0. They're yet to score in the second half, and Cayon be looking to be much more clinical up front.
Yes, well, this is the time when complacency sets in. When you're 4-0 up.
Yes, very much so, Al. yeah. And that's why that's the reason why you should set yourself some goals. And the team should set themselves some goals. How many goals you should score after a certain time. And very importantly, to keep a clean sheet.
They could take a page out of the book of the man Keith Kayamba Gums. He never let up. Could have scored 20, he's still looking for 21.
Well, I think we have a modern one. Kimari like that. Kimari is very hungry. Kimari loves to score. No matter how much goals his team is up, Kimari is always looking to score. He has that hunger. Not only hunger, but greed. He has that greediness about him, which is good. All strikers should have that. Should have that greed to want to score.
At some point it works for you. But you have to know the difference between greed, selfishness, and when to pass. But on this occasion, we saw Matthew really working hard for a shot for himself.
And Vince and
Duncan and
Nelson was
nearby. At least if he looked out for them, or he tried to reach them, they probably would have had a better chance than him.
And that's a clear case of complacency right there. I mean, you're up 4-0, so what? You could start playing for yourself. And that's professionalism in. As I said, they should be looking to be clinical and professional. Not conceding, but continue to play. Concentrate and continue to be consistent in their play. In the first game, we remind that Newtown got 3 points tonight by beating Old Road. Old Road was on an unbeaten run, a 4-game unbeaten run. Unfortunately, Newtown and had a very good chance. They scored in the first minute. Old Road scored in the first minute of the game and conceded the equalizer in the 64th minute via Ian Lake. So Ian Lake scored in the 64th and the 84th minute to give Newtown a 2-1 win over Old Road. So a good win for Newtown after losing against their neighbours Garden Hotspurs in the Bastia Derby on Saturday. But here comes Cayon looking for their 5th goal.
Knocked away by Buck. Down the right side. One and lost. Cayon, but then gets it back to a throw-in. Weeks. Cradles. Gives it back to Roberts. Roberts fights it into Weeks. Robbed by, looks like John. John is going downfield. Find a man who just came on. Shavan Boston. Boston, one touch pass. Then a nice little shoe ball down the left flank. Boston is speeding into the box. Can he receive return cross? Man's trying to get around the defender Roberts. Roberts is using his muscles to put him to the ground. The man complains even though he already gotten the free kick. Wilkerson is there. Referee. Female referee. Probably one of the first in a long while.
Yes, it's a good sign to see the female referee being used in the male game, and that's good practice for those female referees.
Harris is there, giving some instructions to his defenders. The wall is set, getting the last minute instructions from the referee not to raise their hands. The new rule. Here comes the free kick now. Chipped over, heads go up, put it goalward, tipped over by Harris, finally cleared. As far as Burke, who make a mess of it, knocks it into touch. Throwing quickly to Weeks. Weeks comes back with a little rainbow pass, finds Duncan. Duncan slides it through, trying to find Weeks again. Burke is there. Burke gives it to Hodge. Hodge gives it to his defense. We hear the announcer ringing in the changes. Here is Pigott going long downfield. Henderson comes across, knocks it away. Archibald cannot latch onto it.
Well, it's good. After about more than 10 minutes, then security forces have not conceded. Cayon is going to make some changes.
About 3 changes coming in now for Cayon. Kwaniki Phillip comes in for Champagne. Champagne, Phillip, and Pringle. Nelson.
Weeks came out. Leon came out.
And Huggins.
Yes.
3 changes at once for Cayon. The discussion, the discussion at halftime I raised with LaShawn Dixon about whether or not Nelson should continue or save his legs, especially when security forces has established a very physical game.
Yes.
Rather than look to play selfish and bump up your individual tally. So Cayon making the wise decision to take him out. Here comes Jeffries, a long ball from the right side over to the left. Jeffries under pressure from Champagne immediately. He slides it in, trying to get by the return pass. Read by Cayon, won by Cayon. Champagne wins it, loses it, then gets it back. Then he goes to the right side, trying to find Kwaniki Phillip. Nisbet is off his line. Nisbet slides it over to his right back. There's a foot race fight. Phillip is given attendance. Pigott takes over. Pigott finds his help in his right back. He goes forward when he could find the feet of Cayon. Henderson, Jeffers, Champagne. Champagne fakes, then chips it forward. The man at that stage is offside.
But it's good to see security forces making an effort to play some good football. They really are not. They don't look defeated as yet. The shoulders are not slumping, but we're 4-0 down and 1 man down, but they're still looking good. I said they haven't conceded for the past 15 minutes, which is a good sign.
Phillip goes long to find Pringle. Pringle allows the onside man Matthew to get it. Matthew Slides it into Pringle. Pringle trying to get the one man now. Slides it up to Philip. Philip shoots a goal. Philip goes in the back of the net. Number 5, Kwaniki Philip, moments after he came off the bench, is in the back of the net.
Well, that was a good goal, Al, from a tight angle, from a distance out, and goalkeeper seems a bit chance fixed. He didn't even move. He watched the ball pass him.
He probably couldn't believe that they allowed Philip to get around that angle, and then he didn't shut down the near post. He just stood there with cement in his shoes, giving Cayon number 5.
Very good goal. We have seen some good goals. Remember last Cayon game, Mervyn Lewis, who scored that beautiful goal, stunning goal from distance out, but hit hard and low into the back of the net. Lewis. This one, not as stunning as Lewis, but up there is a very good one.
It's always surprising me when a guy should be able to score a near post from that angle. But here comes security forces, trying to go downfield. Hendrickson blocking. Gilflin giving chase. Pigot intercepting, but using his hands. Ball being pulled back. Played quickly by Cayon. Jeffers, Clark over to Champagne. Champagne knocks it down. Has pressure. Champagne has a foot. Champagne has a shot, but loses out to the defense. They collapse on him. Clearance, big clearance, trying to find Gilfin. Gilfin is speeding down the right flank. Gilfin goes on the inside, trying to find Hodge. Archibald will have none of that. Wins the ball, gives it to Clark. Fancy footwork, runs into trouble, gives it away. Security forces trying to get out. Cayon is squeezing them. Dennis Phillip goes back to the goalkeeper. Dennis Phillip, a striker, who's all the way down in the right back position. Archibald trying to turn him. Trying to turn Archibald, but he turns into touch for throwing to Cayon. Volley pass from Jeffers after receiving the throw. Cayon in control. They should go back. Jeffers goes to the center of the field, finds Duncan. Duncan is under pressure, loses out, wins it back momentarily. Jeffers, long ball forward, and Gilfillan is free. Gilfillan crosses, cut out there by Galloway. Galloway comes forward, gives it to Archibald. Archibald comes on inside, finds Pringle. Pringle, poor control, but gets it back luckily. Pringle speeds goalwards. Solo run, trying that goal, but Nisbet is there. Nisbet rolls it out. Finds Dennis Phillip. Phillip goes back inside. Finds John. John goes downfield. Finds Hodge. Hodge is trying to free Gilfillan. Gilfillan robbed of the ball by Archibald, by Galloway, sorry. Galloway gives it to his keeper. Keeper comes forward, finds Jeffers. Jeffers going inside, finds Pringle. Pringle shields after man. Passes square, finds Duncan. Duncan under pressure, finds Roberts. Roberts gives it up to the man on the inside. Javo and Macho. Macho is onside. Macho has some speed. Macho gets past both. Macho pushes it in for Pringle. Pringle miscontrols. Then finally, the defense collapses him to take it away. Just a little more speed he needed. Just a little more length. What?
Yeah, but it was a very good play by Macho down that right wing, getting the ball across. Unfortunately, here comes...
Take it quickly. Joey Jeffers has a shot. Joey Jeffers kicks it just over the crossbar.
Oh, you could see what he was trying to attempt to do, getting the ball up in the right-hand corner of the goal. Just a little bit too high, but a good attempt there by Joey. He's not a natural front man, but a good attempt. He's a midfielder who loves to go forward sometime, but just didn't get the ball down. Well, here comes security forces with the ball now. Security forces looking for a goal. Can they get one? A consolation goal. Cayon looking to keep a clean sheet and to increase the scoreline. Let's see what's going to happen. It's Macho with the ball. Macho on the right wing. Looking for Cayon. Cayon looking to build. Nice ball to Macho. Can Macho get the quarter to the goal? Nice move by Macho. Matthew still with the ball on the left wing. Matthew make a move. The ball, a shot taken, but straight to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper didn't have to move, and goalkeeper collected easily. And the score remained 5 goals in favor of Cayon.
Here is Jeffers coming forward. And that last play had Champagne was begging for it. Duncan picks it up. Duncan's trying to get over the man. Pigot gives it up to Boston. Champagne fighting for it. Long ball, true ball, nice true ball. Jeffries spinning on the goal. Jeffries in the box. Jeffries scores. It's 5-1.
Cayon will be very disappointed to concede a goal. Cayon really should be looking to keep, but a very good shot indeed, Al. They can't take away from that shot. He made a run. The ball was played into space. He had to do all the hard work still, get into the box, and did it correctly, Al.
Lovely counter. Played quickly. Played through the inside left channel. All the defenders were up. Over pressing, looking for goals, being a bit selfish, and they were made to pay.
Yes. I just wanted to make the comment that we're keeping the nice defensive shape, but as I said, they started being a little bit selfish. But here comes Matthew now, but it's a consolation goal for security forces. But Matthew now looking to increase the lead again.
Wasted ball from Matthew on the right side. You can judge from the position of the defensive midfielder. When Joey Jeffers is up on the top looking for shots, you can tell that the team is over pressing, pushing too much up into the attacking third with not much coverage behind. And they were exposed and made to pay.
Well, I guess they get a cue from Jeffers. If Jeffers goes up, naturally, the back four will come up.
The back four is allowed to come up. The wing backs in particular. Here again, giving away. Long ball downfield, trying to find the same man Jeffries. This time, Roberts is in attendance. Gives it up to Hodge. Hodge wins it. Finds McNeil. McNeil loses out to Champagne. Champagne twists and turns. McNeil is still here. Wins it from him. And slides it through again. But this time, they are collapsing to defensive position. And Hendrickson cuts out the through ball.
Yes, Cayon really should be looking. As I said, because when you meet stronger team, you're going to get better attackers. So you have to create the habit of keeping clean sheets, Al.
Of course. And not get complacent, I would say. And allowing true balls like that through your defense. Here comes security forces. That goal will give them some energy. A 10-man security forces scoring. Gilfillan thumps it hard downfield. Trying to find a man in the center forward channel. Player goes to ground, being knocked to the ground by Champagne. Looks like John went down, but he's okay.
Just a reminder, in the earlier game, Newtown defeated Old 2-1 with Rumpy Lake scoring a brace. The Rumpy Lake, semi-retired Rumpy Lake, scoring a brace. And
here comes Siobhan Boston. Goalwards! High. Almost down into the Lozak Road.
It was a very interesting game.
Yes, I noticed he was really gassed, really tired when they took him off in the 90th minute. He's going to sleep well tonight.
That is such a bit overweight. I said he's semi-retired, but still have the skills, still have the goal-scoring brain, which allows him to get. It was 2 wonderful goals.
Here comes Duncan, freeing Kwaniki. Kwaniki is offside. Didn't see that one.
Yeah, Cayon will be very disappointed indeed to concede a goal. But it's because I said when you meet stronger opposition, you want to be strong, you want to be tight, you want to be disciplined.
Remember I told you Cayon is very guilty of playing according to the opposition. I'm sure they wouldn't make these mistakes against opposition of better opposition. But here they come again. Jeffers. Grabbed of the ball, trying to slide through the man. There's the defense. Jeffries turns. Jeffries is blocked. Trying again to get around that angle. One effort, second effort. Again, a third time, crosses it. Archibald is there. Archibald clears on as far as Buck. Buck allows it to run. Robbed by Duncan momentarily. Finally, a shot comes in. Blocked partially. Jeffries again on the far side. Jeffries Flicks it over, just over the crossbar.
Good attempt there, good idea. Very good idea indeed. Just could not get that ball down enough to guide that ball into the goal. But good attempt by security forces. Looking to get another consolation goal.
Long ball upfield in the center of our channel. Duncan battling for it. The defense is there. John. The worst far as Galloway. Galloway stabs it off to Jeffers. Jeffers turns. Finds Archibald deep back in the number 2 slot. Archibald goes back for further support. Gives it to Galloway. Galloway to Archibald. Archibald to Galloway. Galloway and Archibald controlling. Finally, Clark gets in. Clark speeding on left flank. He has some speed. Gets away from John. Pigott is coming across. He goes across the goal mode for his Matthew. Matthew fakes one way and then shoots in the back of the net. Matthew scores. Makes it number 6.
That's a great goal, Al. It started from the back. They played around. They played the ball out of the back and made that beautiful move without security forces touching the ball. Maybe about a 15 or so touches to get the ball into the box, and a beautiful finish. A great move, a superb move, a sublime finish, Al.
Freshman and an unselfish play. He did not look for the goal for himself.
Exactly. And
after being freed from the halfway line, he sped past the man, John, who seemed to have hurt himself now. And when he got into the box, he sent it across to a vacant Matthew. Matthew, all he had to do was to beat the man, come on his inside, and shoot at goal.
It's a great move, and even a greater finish, Al. Superb finish.
Here comes security forces. The man Siobhan Boston on top. McNeil goes forward. There's a battle for it. Dennis Phillip under pressure. Dennis Phillip loses out. Dennis Phillip tackles. Cayon gets it forward anyway. Pringle going forward now. Pringle has one-on-one with Pigott. Pringle gets past him. Pringle crosses, blocked by Pigott. Corner number 9 based on our stats here for Cayon. Corner number 9. Who will take this one? Kwaniki. Kwaniki Clark, Kwaniki Phillip, same man. Here comes the corner, shot. He sends it hard, far to the right side. Champagne is giving chase. Champagne knocks it onto his defender, Burke. Burke comes over with it momentarily. Champagne tackles. Puts the ball into touch.
Well, we saw 2 red cards in the first game, Alan. We have seen 1 in this game. So 3 red cards tonight.
It's a ground battle. Hodge, Duncan, McNeil. Security forces winning out. They go forward to Boston. Boston robbed by Hendrickson. Hendrickson sends it up to security forces. They send it back down to Cayon. Cayon eventually controls. Jeffers, Champagne. Champagne raises Pringle. One-on-one with the keeper. Keeper gets there first with a strong tackle. Clearing the ball though. A long ball coming from Duncan. Good idea. Tried to chip the keeper who came off his line, but the keeper was able to recover. Nisbet was it out to John. John trying to go forward. Find Jeffries. Jeffries miscontrols. Puts it into touch. Throwing to Cayon. Duncan. Trying to get the only man. Matthew gets the only man now. Goes across the goal board. There's no one there. That needed to come back, as Kwaniki Clark seems to suggest at this time.
Yes, needed to come back. Was too forward a square, Al. Should have been a little backward, and would have created some problems for security forces. And there were some unrunning players. There's about 3 runners up front. Unfortunately, they didn't get to it. But another good move. A player is down, so if he's going over. Another good move by Cayon. Using Matthew again. Matthew providing some very good width on the right wing. And getting along the flank and then cutting inside and getting the ball across the face of the goal. But this time, as I say, he didn't call back enough. He didn't put it square enough. Too close to the goalkeeper, and it went over the byline. But a great move again by Cayon.
But he himself has gone to the ground now. Seems to have been working very hard and probably injured himself, because I didn't see any contact. But even early in the game, he was a victim of a lot of blows, particularly from Burt, who got a yellow card for roughing up Matthew. And now probably he's feeling the effects. The stretcher is on.
And you picked up that very early. The security forces being the bigger players, they try to intimidate the Cayon smaller players. But Matthew using his skills, took them on using his skills, and maybe paying the price for it right now. He's down. But he did a lot of running tonight, Al. He did a lot of running tonight.
Well, that is their game. Matthew and Philip to do a lot of running on the flanks. That is the Cayon game. Those flank players and then trying to find people like Vince on the inside. Vince and Duncan boring through the middle. I think it's not a secret by now. I can say that on air. The coaches may pick it up, but that is well known. The way Canary beat them was to cut out those flank plays and to hold and to have man markers in the middle.
Great.
We call that game that Jenkins conjured up, and for some time.
Well, not to cut you, but I don't think he's to be taking any more part. I see Cayon had a player down on the touchline, ready to come on. So I think Matthew will be coming out.
With 6-1 and that injury, it doesn't make any sense to try to force him to go back off.
Exactly.
He seemed to be in pain, judging from his posture and the young.
The season is still young, and you see
Dane Weston comes on to replace him. 7 for 7. Dane Weston will take up that position. Another player comes on. That's Buchanan. They call him Tushi.
So
number
5
5.
changes for Cayon support.
Yes.
Cayon have used up their supplement of changes.
Here comes Hodge. Hodge goes to the left side, trying to find Jeffries. The freshman Buchanan wins it though. Gives it to the freshman. Then the substitute, Weston, beats his man. Weston comes in, sends it back to Champagne. Champagne is looking for a shot. Champagne has a big foot, a powerful shot. He's just on the top of the box. No, not Chandler Pringle, no. They always seem to have a little bit of mix-up with the team sheets, and we just heard a little mix-up with the team sheet for Cayon. Nonetheless, Pringle is the man number 25. Dane Weston is the man number 22. Champagne is 17. He's on the ball. He has a powerful shot. Let's see if he can use power or he can use skill. The same debate comes back. Champagne. Champagne. Nicked. Corner. But it had good pace.
Good pace, very good pace. But you look but using all the pace would have been difficult for him to get that ball
up and over.
Up and over. And then dip in time enough. But he was going for pace this time.
Taken quickly, taken shot by Cayon. Gets on the man now, trying to get to the box. Strong pressure coming in from the defense. Gilfillan reaching all the way on the far side, helping out the defense. Gilfillan and McNeil combining on that occasion. Look like McNeil will take it now. Long ball downfield on the left flank. Who's there? Jeffries turns his man. Burke is looking to speed on the right flank. Taken on by Champagne. A number of players combining, but he gets through and send it to the right side. But Archibald is there, knocking to Philip. Clark coming downfield. Burke is trailing. Tackles. I think Burke will go to the shower this time. Tackle from behind. Gets away on this occasion because he's playing with a yellow card.
Yes, referee being lenient there. Now she's going over to a player giving verbal warning.
Probably something he said because he wasn't in the play. Jeffers holds it up to Clark. Clark to Jeffers. Jeffers in trying to find Pringle. Pringle is not there. Bastard picks it up. Tackle coming in from Jeffers and Clark. They combine. They win the ball. Still in control. Goes to the ground. Gets up again. Slides it through to Jeffers. Jeffers, not known for his striking ability, goes across the goal mouth. Piggott is there. Piggott clears. Big.
That's for the big clearance, and a clearance that came in a crucial nick of time. And here comes Cayon again. This time the ball goes over the touchline.
Knocked away by Dennis Phillip. Throwing again to Cayon. Duncan. Trying to find Pringle. Pringle is outside. Trying to find Weston. Weston is outside.
have been a beautiful ball had the player not been outside. It was hit nicely, a looping ball over the defense for a Cayon player to 1-on-2. Unfortunately, in an offside position. Still, Cayon leading this encounter against security forces. But Whistle goes again for infringement against security forces. So Cayon with a chance now to get the ball up front to look to increase their lead.
Well, Duncan was bundled to the ground. The physical play continues. He takes it quickly, takes the shot, gets it back. Weston, Duncan, Weston. Weston goes forward. Weston gets in the box. Weston turns back. Hodge is there. Hodge gives it up to, it looks like McNeil. He's trying to find help on the far side. Doesn't get it. From Dennis Phillip. Jeffers, Pringle, fighting, battling, turning, slides it to the far side, finds Koniki Clark. Koniki gets a touch. Koniki has a chance. He beats the man. The man goes to the ground. The referee's not impressed.
Well, the idea was good. He was trying to get towards the byline to get the ball across. Unfortunately, he was caught and went to the ground, but referee waved off the appeal of foul. And so Cayon didn't get that ball across. Here comes Cayon again, looking for another goal.
Weston comes on the inside, slides it through to Duncan. Duncan goes left, finds Clark. Clark stops it. Clark slides it into Pringle. Pringle turns his man. Pringle trying to get through. Pringle in close range, kicks it into the legs of Nisbet. What a save!
Good attempt there, good attempt, very good attempt. Trying to not make the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper caught that one between his legs.
Route one. Big kick from the keeper. Galloway and Hendrickson combining to get it away. Almost passed through his legs.
Almost. That would have been a beautiful nutmeg for a goal.
Here they come again. One by Cayon. Champagne, Archibald. Interception there. Goes back to Buck. Buck goes forward. Archibald robs it. Archibald goes inside. Finds Duncan. Duncan gets on a man, but no, gives it to Hodge. There's a man free in the box. Shoots a goal and shoots high and wide. Jeffries from hero to villain.
Yes. But he should have done better with that. It was hit powerfully, too high. And Cayon again would be disappointed that they would have allowed a chance like that. Clear goal for security forces. Unfortunately, didn't keep that one down. But Cayon will be very disappointed.
It seems as if the Cayon defenders went away at that point in time. How did the centre forward channel get so open without a defender inside there to even get close to him?
Exactly. They went to sleep, and against more competitive opposition, you wouldn't be able to fall asleep like that. Otherwise, you'll be punished, Al. So Cayon would need to straighten up themselves as far as defense is concerned.
Here he comes again. Philip, Champagne. They're getting over their men now. They shot that goal. A difficulty for the keeper. He spills it. But only as far as Buck, who knocks it into touch now for throwing to Cayon.
Number 21 for Cayon. They're showing poor awareness there. The ball was rebounded from the goalkeeper. He was caught flat-footed, Al.
No professionalism at all, but it seems as if the shot hurt the keeper. He's down. And Charlene Brown being made to work hard for the money tonight. Charlene Brown, the physio for security forces. She's in attendance now. But I was saying to you that it shows a lack of professionalism among these youngsters. He was totally upset that Champagne went with the ball. Two players converging, same side, one robbed the other of the ball, and he was totally upset, so he stood up. If he had continued that play, followed up, that would have been a free shot for him in the box.
Yes. Very poor attitude being shown by the youngster there. You could see he was upset, he was infuriated that he didn't get the ball, and say he just shrugged his shoulders and shook his responsibility by just walking slowly and not being aware, not showing any awareness at all of what was going on.
That's what we talk about, the discipline.
Good.
And the attitude. It's not so much saying good morning and good afternoon. It's plays like that that you're supposed to rise above. And we saw it in the earlier game too, with Taekwani not getting a penalty, and stood up on the field for a good 2-3 minutes. Argue it while play is still going on.
Oh yes, that was poor. And you see, they don't see they should be professional at this level because they're not being paid. But it's part of being professional. When you show those kind of attitude, I mean, you're not being professional. So Cayon.
The referee is making sure that the goalkeeper is all right. The goalkeeper, very special player. When injured, when goes down. Here comes Duncan. Fighting away for it. Winning a throw. Throw comes in now. Archibald. Squats to Philip. Philip gets around the man in the box. Easily. He's in the box. He has a cross. He goes across the goal now. Finds Pringle. Pringle's not ready for it. Cleared. Only as far as Jeffers. Jeffers comes back for help. Finds Hendrickson. Hendrickson. Archibald. Archibald the left back. All the way up. He's trying to battle away. Buck is there. Buck stops him. There's a growing battle for it. Duncan. Fancy footwork. Gives it to Philip. Philip back to Duncan. Duncan shields. Duncan rolls it back to Archibald. Archibald into Jay. Joey Jeffers goes to the right side. Dane. Champagne. Back to Dane. Nisbet reads it. Nisbet steals it. Calmly walks away. 6-1 still.
Yeah, the final ball into box. Far too much pace on that one. That should have been a much more measured pass into the box. It would have been a good release. Cayon had about 4 players on top and ready to run into the space.
Here they come again, being robbed of the ball this time, down to Siobhan Boston. Cayon winning the ball, send it high upfield. McNeil, turning, Champagne, Robin, Pringle, leading on, Clark, Pigott, intercepts, Pigott wins the ball, turns the man, and clears. Out to Dennis Phillip. Duncan robs him. Duncan goes to the ground. Whistle goes. Those two know each other well. That's Pigott and Duncan. Exchanging a little sportsmanship there. But free kick to Cayon for the foul on Duncan. Referee pulling back John and Dennis Phillip. Hodge, sorry. Ball sent over far. Champagne picks it up. Champagne asks him for help. The referee goes to the ground. A little calamity there. The referee knocked to the ground by Joey Jeffers. Cayon being caught out this time, but they have numbers back this time. 4 goals to 2. 6 goals to 2, sorry. 6 goals to 1. Looking for the second one, I was about to say. Getting called tongue-tied there. Cayon wins it, comes forward. Finds Weston. Weston. Trying to get around the band. Ball knocked away. Accidentally by Weston. Throw in.
Cayon looks away when they knock the ball out now instead of trying to be selfish because the security players they are tired. So when Cayon knock the ball around, they look away when they play the possession game. But here comes security forces looking
Hodge.
for another consolation.
On the left flank. Trying to get across the man Buchanan. Buchanan stands him up. Boston. Hodge. Going to the right side. Philip has acres of space. Can cross. Fakes the cross. Try to come inside. Now he crosses. Heads go up. Boston is offside. Wins the head but offside. Referee allows the play to go on.
That one would have been a good goal, but he didn't get much power on the shot. I guess his time is leap not very well.
Trying to speed the man forward. That's Dane Weston. The keeper comes out, beats 1, beats 2, then goes long downfield. Only finding Jeffers. Galloway giving it back to him. Going around Galloway now is Jeffries goes across the goal mouth. Foot just in time because Boston was bearing down on the empty goal. Here is Cayon recovering from that counter attack. Duncan trying to beat the man. No. Passes. Weston sends it forward. He's onside. That's the overlapping centre back. Keeper again made to work. Send it to the left. Only 3 minutes remaining. Extra time. You seen the board, and not any time now the announcer would indicate to the entire park that just about 3 minutes remaining. Champagne, speeding, trying to get to one man, turns back. Goes on the inside. That man is onside. There's Weston. Weston gets it. Weston has a chance to score his first goal. Lobs it over, but not strong enough. The keeper was totally out in no man's land. Had a chance to lob it, to chip it, so to speak. It didn't work.
Yes, the idea was very good indeed. The execution a bit poor. Should have got more pace on that one, more power on that overhead kick. Looking to get the ball over the goalkeeper, dink the goalkeeper. Unfortunately, didn't put much power in it, and all they get over the goalkeeper, it didn't go any further than the goalkeeper.
Big kick downfield. Hodge. They go upfield trying to find Champagne. Champagne not there. Weston battling away for it. Long ball downfield. 2-on-1. Clearance from Archibald. Jeffers knocks it down. One touch pass to Philip. Philip tried to lead. Pringle forward. Ball knocks off a number of players. He nuts the man trying to go forward. Goes to the ground. Appealing for a foul. It doesn't come. Philip trying to win it. Archibald takes it away. Archibald comes forward. Archibald sends it inside, trying to find Duncan. Duncan grabbed up the ball. Hodge takes over. Hodge goes to the far side. That man is offside, in my opinion, and the assistant referee agrees with me.
Yes, but it's a very good idea by security forces. The ball was played a nice switch play, way over on the side, but unfortunately the player was caught offside. The flag went up and bring it to a halt. And here goes the final whistle. Security forces, they're out of their misery.
I like the way you put that, but with that statement that security forces had a difficult game, we're going to go back to master control and come for a post-game wrap.
Football is back, and SK Newsline and the Voice of the Caribbean Radio are bringing live coverage with Premier League Live. Watch and listen to live football coverage on Saturdays at 7 p.m., Sundays at 6 p.m., and midweek games on Mondays or Fridays at 8 p.m. Games will be broadcast on SK Newsline and the SKNFA Facebook pages, and Voice of the Caribbean Radio at voiceofthecaribbean.net. It's Premier League Live. Commentary, analysis, action. Never miss a game.
name is Akira Newman. I am the director of City Wi-Fi. I'm here to announce to the general public that we have a promotion running from the 1st of October to the 31st of October. This promotion will be as a COVID-19 relief, our response, as we have responded before during the pandemic. In the lockdown season, we are out serving our customers. Now we introduce our over and beyond promotion. No installation, no deposit, no setup costs. All you pay is the package that you choose. If you choose the 30 megs package, which is $143 per month, that's all you pay. City Wi-Fi is here for you.
Yeah, and shutting out a team that we would expect them to shut out. Although they won the game 6-1, I think they will be disappointed with the second half performance. I think they could have gotten a few more, at least another 2 or 3. Kwaniki Philip, I think he had the opportunity to put away at least 2. Shaquille Pringle, I think he fluffed a few chances as well. I think they'll be disappointed not being able to fill the baskets more, considering the opposition they face. They conceded an early goal in the second half, which they probably would have gotten shades of what happened against Mantab in the second half. But
correct. That's what I was alluding to again.
Yes, but they eventually found some goal threat and goal attack, and eventually actually won the second half 2-1. So they I think it's a performance. Although they will be pleased with it, there are some negatives they would want to iron out, especially if they want to challenge in a Super 6 playoffs.
Well, with the 3 points, they will be satisfied with that for sure, and they will move on up to 37 points, just jumping slightly ahead of
Connery and St.
Paul's, but only for tonight.
Yes.
Because both teams are playing tomorrow.
Yes.
Connery has the simple task of playing against South Stars, and the big match tomorrow is St. Paul's and Village. Number 1 versus number 2, as the table stood just before tonight's game. But there's something that happened, and I want to get your opinion on it. Watson and I discussed it a bit. There was a play between two Cayon players. One robbed the other one of the ball, much to his dissatisfaction, and he just stood up.
Yes. I saw the play, and my issue with it is that the rebound from the shot came almost to the edge of the
exactly.
the 18-yard box, where he could have even almost about, you could say, 6 feet away from the player.
I asked you because you're closer in age to these young guys.
Yes.
What goes through their mind? Should I stand there and argue to prove my point to show the entire park that I am right, I should have gotten the ball, or should I continue to play football?
The obvious option is you continue to play football, because if he continued to play football, he would have gotten an easy chance, an easy opportunity and goal, a goalkeeper out of position on the ground and the ball right at your feet. But he chose another option, and we all saw what the result of that was.
Well, this is time now for some speculation, because I always like to throw it at my guests, put them in the hot seat, to go for a result, call a result in the game tomorrow. St. Paul's defeated Village in the knockout 3-1, and with that kind of backdrop, who would you go for tomorrow?
Tomorrow, I believe it will be an upset. I believe it will be now a 1-0 victory for SLS with St. Paul's and Kito Freeman getting the goal.
Oh, I can't have it anymore. You can't have it any more firm than that. My man is going with St. Paul's over Village tomorrow, and it means that the tables will be just a bit more closer because at the moment Village is like a runaway train heading down with a lot of points and a lot of goals. They have a whopping goal difference, and LaShawn is on record www.sknewsline.com saying that St. Paul's will win tomorrow. We need to hold that as a tape to make sure we play it back to find what he said tonight about tomorrow's prediction. What's his off screen? We'll take him off screen and then probably announce it even before the game tomorrow. But just to tell you that there's action on here at Warner Park. Those of you, I keep saying, those of you within the borders, there are lots of room. We're allowed half capacity of the stadium. We're not up to that as yet. Those of you who are outside of our borders, continue to log on and get information about these games. So the very exciting one tomorrow is St. Paul's versus Village. And that will be the feature game. And that will determine how the champions trample each other or lock horns, as we will say. Once again, I want to remind you that earlier in the day, tomorrow, God's Way Life, there will be 10 youth games in Tandy Point, all between 10 o'clock in the morning and 2 o'clock in the afternoon. The under 13s play for just 50 minutes, 25 minutes and a half. The under 15 play for just 70 minutes, 35 minutes and a half. But they all need your support, and we're inviting you to see those games. We'll probably bring the results to you. There are 5 games for under 13, 5 games for under 15. And they also have some games in the week. But with the game ending 6-1 in favor of Cayon, that's all we have for this presentation tonight.